I could take that line, but not safely. If I had to change my path drastically while in turn, I would have lost traction. Traction. For differing reasons. I could lose traction because of my loss of focus. For my lack of focus, from lack of timing, all the way to the other, somebody being in an object, an unexpected object. Not even an unexpected object, an object in my path, regardless. Must be really nice this way. Sufferville going back. bit of the road. Back to my business. Dropping out of work, and I'd rather be on the left side here as I transition through this area, only because I would prefer. Hey, no, wait, I'm with you, go. Nice. I'm looking for an excuse to put in more miles. And you are my excuse. Yeah, I know. I was going, John, right?
Yes.
John, Samuel. Yes. Okay, so I was going to go do the Plaza Bonita loop. So I was just going to go over the backside, down in front of the Trek store.
Yeah, I just came from there. There's some people with that bike path there.
Always.
Hanging out there.
Always. Is such a cool, chill dog.
Okay.
And
he growled at me when he first went at me.
He went at you?
Yeah, he went at me like this because I was coming out from the direction.
I ride around him all the time. Now.
I just went around him and then he stopped. And he kind of like went at me. But he didn't growl, so I didn't think.
I ride around him all the time. The guy that keeps him has him socialized, basically. And he's well behaved. The guy will have him sitting right outside the fence hole. Yeah, I wonder. Yep. Yes, they would. I stop that,
Just squirt him with water bottle.
that's it.
Tap him on the nose. We used to have the pumps up here back then.
Oh,
It's easy to get him.
did you smack him with the pump?
Just hit him on the nose and stop him.
Usually it was no, the word no, because most dogs are conditioned to understand no, and no, and usually that'll slow them. So normally my approach, unless I'm ambushed, my approach would be, I see the dog, I'll slow down now to a pace that is slower than what I was moving at. And
When I go slow, and then if they come at me, then I accelerate.
bingo. Because they're going to, like anything else, they're going to judge your trajectory. And they're going to judge your speed. And they're going to see the rate that you're coming at. If you go by fast and they're looking to bushwhack you, they're going to start their run up earlier. And by the time you get close to them, they're just like hunting anything. They're going to be looking to get up to speed to match you. They're not going to wait until you... Yeah, they're not going to wait until you go past them and go, okay, let me go chase him. Right, but instead of being at the speed you were going to be at, if you kind of slow down, the dog is like, okay, this one's going to be easy. So he doesn't react until you get real close to him, and then you just accelerate real fast, and the dog's like, oh, fuck that shit. Yeah. Yep, even at our age. However, the water bottle.
That's the last thing. You just squirt him.
That's the first thing I come for, especially if I'm going at speed. Because if you're going at speed, the only thing you want to do is make it pause. All I need for you to do is just, and I'm moving at like 25 miles an hour. You're done. Your goose is cooked. Your goose is cooked. You hit the brakes. I was gonna. They used to remember when the bike path stopped at the salt at the base right there of Main Street, and then you had to go through the bike path. You had to go through the bike path by that little makeshift dirt road that ended up by the trailer parks by Home Depot. You never went out there?
No, I don't think I went out that far.
Yeah. So when you turn up to go into Coronado, when you hit the bike path that goes right where that porta potty is, that bike path used to be the only way we got out there.
Okay.
Was instead of, because that bike path's relatively new, the one that just goes straight in. So we had to take either one of the frontage roads that ran alongside 5 until it got into IB, or you went down that bike path. The problem with that bike path, it was, I think that's where those 2 boys were murdered.
You know, that's what I was thinking. I remember that. That was 80s maybe?
Yes.
Yeah.
That had to be early 80s, I'm thinking. That's where those 2 little boys, 13-year-olds, little young teenagers, were murdered.
They were riding their bikes, yeah.
Right. So that area is a secluded enough area. The problem is there used to be a couple of houses out there. And since they were in such an undesirable area, you could imagine their attitudes at least. And their dogs were mean. Because they're in that unresolved area, you wouldn't have a nice dog. Their dogs were mean. They normally kept them on a chain. Yes. So often their dogs would get loose. And you have a mean dog that's been barking at you every time you pass by their yard. which is a little bit off. It would have been a little bit off to the right. And the dog like, "Rah, rah, 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 rah." And now he's like, "Oh yes, baby, I'm out. I'm out." He's like,
all that tension energy.
yeah. So you always got chased. So it was always the squirt bottle for him. I just squirt him, tell him no. I got a bike on your left.
I've never had one dog he just kept chasing me. I was squirting. So I put my water bottle in and grabbed my pump and did it. Does he bite with the ankle?
Smack him with the water bottle. Okay, I like that too. I like that too. But I mean, at that point, if you can't outrun him, ooh, that sucks. Oh, you had the clips. Okay, I got you. I got you. Yeah, so did I. Yes, I was on him. I had 88, I bought a Trek 330. And down tube shifters, crappy Grupo. The rims went out of true the minute I rode off the first curb. Blah, 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 blah. Those really quirky Aero, that were new then, Aero handlebars that did like the bullhorn and then connected in the front and all this extra shit. Yeah, I bought all that. I bought all that. I'm gonna follow you through because they come swinging through this turn to your right. Got you. Are you gonna go out by the marina or are you gonna go straight? So when we get to the stop sign, you're gonna make a right and go out? Nice, nice. I'll follow you through. I don't like this blind turn. This one right here. So what it allows me to do is when I'm riding with people is I sag off of them and I use you as my seeing eye dog. I use you as my familiar.
You know, my eyes are naturally just standing for years of running.
Yeah, well, cycling. Yeah. That's, I find that with cycling. Plus basketball, motorcycle riding, anything, video games, anything that requires your visual dexterity.
The guy my age, and he kept passing me a couple lights. Right. I'm like, okay, you know, you gotta say something, and you gotta pass on people's left. Don't watch them their left shoulder because of traffic. You don't want to keep moving.
Nope.
Makes sense safe for everybody.
Yep, but some people don't understand.
You wanted to fight me.
Of course. Did you take your squirt bottle out? Did you take your water bottle out and squirt it?
I got pissed off. I said, I got my gloves on.
No!
He changed his mind.
No! You're like, look, I'll give you.
Usually I just let people drive. He kept doing it.
Oh.
Other riders like down.
Yep. Well,
We're not racing out here.
but here's what sucks. Here's
You
what.
want to race. There's places where they do that.
Here's what sucks though. What sucks is having to be the, not only a grown individual's parent with some basic homeschooling shit, like common courtesy, stuff they should have learned at home, and here you out on the road, and it's like, how does that seem courteous to you? Where does that seem courteous to you, and even to the least bit? No, they were like that back in the 80s. They were. Nothing's changed. People are still. Only one thing that I have noticed is by attrition, they love us out here. The cars love us. Hey, hey, hey. The cars love us.